His name was Mohammad Mosaddegh. He was 73 years old. He was Time magazine's Man of the Year. He had won a democratic election. He wept openly in Parliament. He governed from his bed, and in August 1953, the United States government removed him from power. Then the gut punch, delivered very slowly, each word isolated. In 27 days. For an oil contract. This is not a theory. In August 2013, the Central Intelligence Agency published a declassified document. The document confirmed what Iran had been saying for 60 years. The CIA called it an act of U.S. foreign policy. The word apology does not appear in the document. And the consequences of what happened in August 1953 are still the dominant reality of U.S.-Iran relations today. In the next 11 minutes, I am going to show you three things. First, who Mohammad Mosaddegh actually was, what he was trying to do, and why it threatened British and American oil interests, not Iranian security. Second, how the CIA and British intelligence removed him, the mechanics, day by day, who paid whom, what was bought. And third, the 70-year chain, from Mossadegh's arrest in 1953 to the Shah's secret police to the 1979 revolution to where we are today. Every step documented, every step traceable. Mosaddegh, Iran's democratic moment. In 1951, Iran held democratic elections. Mohammad Mosaddegh became prime minister. His central platform, nationalize the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company. The AIOC, a British company, had been extracting Iranian oil since 1913, under an agreement signed by a Persian Shah with no democratic mandate. Iran received approximately 16% of the profits. Britain received the rest. Mossadegh's argument was simple. Iranian oil, Iranian land, Iranian workers, Iranian profit. The Iranian parliament voted unanimously to nationalize. The crowds in Tehran celebrated. Britain imposed an international embargo on Iranian oil and asked the United States for help. President Truman refused. He thought Mosaddegh was a legitimate Democrat. President Eisenhower agreed. He thought instability might open the door to Soviet influence. This was the logic of the coup. Not that Mosaddegh was a communist, but that he might be too weak to stop one. Preemptive regime change against a democracy. Operation Ajax, the purchased collapse. Each step of the operation is a documented beat. The CIA called it Operation Ajax. British intelligence called it Operation Boot. The CIA officer who ran it on the ground, Kermit Roosevelt Jr., grandson of Theodore Roosevelt, under diplomatic cover in Tehran. The mechanics. CIA-funded newspapers published anti-Mosaddegh propaganda. Religious leaders were paid to denounce him from their pulpits. Military officers were bribed to support the transition. And on August 19, 1953, mobs were paid to move through Tehran, shouting pro-Shah slogans, creating the appearance of popular anger. Mossadegh's house was attacked, his communications disrupted, the military moved. Mosaddegh was arrested, tried for treason, convicted. He spent the remaining 14 years of his life under house arrest. He died in 1967, never pardoned, never rehabilitated. Mohammad Reza Shah was restored to the throne. The AIOC was reprivatized. American oil companies received 40% of the new consortium's shares. The 70-year chain. The Shah's reign, 1953 to 1979. SAVAK, the secret police, trained by the CIA and Mossad. Systematic torture of political prisoners. Suppression of all opposition. The resentment accumulated for 26 years. And in 1979, it exploded. The Iranian Revolution. Millions in the streets. The Shah fled. Ayatollah Khomeini returned from exile. In November 1979, Iranian students seized the U.S. Embassy in Tehran. 52 American diplomats held for 444 days. The event that ended Jimmy Carter's presidency. And from 1979 to 2026, 47 years of confrontation. Nuclear negotiations, sanctions, proxy wars. A region shaped by 27 days of CIA operations in 1953. In August 2013, the CIA confirmed it. The document, an act of U.S. foreign policy. No apology, no reparation. A document, and then silence. In 1953, the United States removed a democracy to protect an oil contract. The man they removed died under house arrest in 1967. Never pardoned, never rehabilitated. In Iran, he is remembered as a martyr. In 2013, the CIA confirmed what it did. An act of U.S. foreign policy. Here is what changed after that admission. Nothing. If a government can overthrow a democracy, create a dictatorship in its place, watch that dictatorship generate a revolution, spend 47 years dealing with the consequences, release a document saying, yes, we did it, without consequence. What does that tell you about what is still being done, that will be confirmed in a document 60 years from now? In 1982, an explosion occurred in Siberia. 3 kilotons, visible from space. The Soviet Union made no announcement. The weapon was not a missile, not a bomb. It was software. Software the Soviets had stolen themselves. They didn't know it had been modified. Watch, the weapon was a line of code.